back to Carver's. Today, we're looking at one of the most unexpected and exciting comebacks in modern automotive history, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner. That's right, the legendary nameplate from the muscle car era is back, reimagined for a new generation, and it brings a mix of retro flair, modern power, and street-ready attitude. This isn't just a nostalgic badge. This is a serious performance car, built to honor its roots while storming into the future. From the outside, the 2026 Roadrunner hits hard. It's got that unmistakable long hood and short deck profile, giving off pure muscle car energy. Plymouth's design team blended vintage cues with modern aggression. The front fascia features slim LED headlamps, recessed into a sculpted grille that pays homage to the original 70s models. The body lines are crisp and muscular, with bulging rear fenders and a low, wide stance. Every panel feels intentional. No fake vents, no gimmicks, just raw American style. And yes, the iconic Roadrunner decal is back, proudly perched on the rear quarter panel, complete with a digital version of the classic beep-beep tone that plays when you unlock it. Around back, you get slim LED taillights stretched across a blacked-out panel and a chunky, dual-exit exhaust system that rumbles with authority. The color palette screams old-school cool, with high-impact hues like plum-crazy purple, Tor red, and go mango making their return, paired with modern satin or gloss finishes. And the optional track package adds a hood scoop, aero kit, and upgraded wheels, and giving it a stance that's ready to pounce. Inside, the 2026 Roadrunner balances retro inspiration with modern tech. You've got a driver-focused cockpit with a mix of leather, Alcantara, and brushed aluminum throughout. The dashboard is clean and horizontal, with round air vents and retro stitching that nods to its heritage. Front and center is a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster that can be customized with classic-style gauges, drag mode timers, and performance data. The infotainment system is powered by Stellantis's latest Uconnect platform with a crisp 14-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and voice-controlled navigation. A premium Harman Kardon sound system is optional, but with the way this car sounds, you may not even turn it on. The seats are aggressively bolstered but surprisingly comfortable, wrapped in two-tone leather with optional Roadrunner embroidery. The rear seats are usable for short trips, and trunk space is solid, enough for a couple of duffel bags or a weekend getaway. Now let's talk performance. The 2026 Roadrunner comes with two powertrain options. The base version is no slouch, packing a twin-turbo V6, pushing out 480 horsepower to the rear wheels. But the real star is the top trim, 6.4 liter V8, a naturally aspirated beast making 550 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. It launches from 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds and sounds like thunder with every gear shift. You get a choice between an 8-speed automatic or, for the purists, a 6-speed manual. Yes, a proper manual transmission in a 2026 performance car. The handling is tight, the steering is heavy in the best way, and the adaptive suspension keeps it composed whether you're carving back roads or lighting up a straightaway. As for price, the base model starts around $52,000, while the V8 version, especially with the track pack, will run you closer to $72,000. Not cheap, but for what you're getting, raw power, muscle car presence, and a connection to a legendary name, it's a serious performance value. The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner is more than a tribute. It's a rebirth. It's loud, fast, unapologetic, and full of character. A true muscle car in the age of crossovers and electric silence. The #2 Corvette C4, a name that might sound like a mashup, but what GM has created here is something entirely new. A tribute to the muscle car golden era and a nod to Corvette's C4 legacy. This modern reinterpretation combines American aggression, retro charm, and real performance in one unforgettable package. Let's start with the exterior. The 2026 Chevrolet Corvette C4 grabs attention the second it rolls up. It carries the soul of a late 60s Chevelle SS, squared-off lines, a wide, low stance, and that unmistakable fastback silhouette. But it's fused with the sleek aggression of the Corvette C4, especially in the front fascia and side sculpting. It's muscular, menacing, and refined all at once. LED headlights are tucked inside squared housings, hinting at the old-school twin setup, while the grille is bold and functional, feeding air directly into the front-mounted powertrain. Moving. Along the side, sharp character lines sweep across the doors and fenders, while the roofline dips into a modern fastback rear. The rear end features slim LED tail lamps inspired by the C4 Corvette's distinct design, and the quad exhaust tips sit wide and low beneath an integrated rear diffuser. Massive 20-inch staggered wheels fill the fenders, and the optional carbon aero package adds a front splitter, side skirts, and an aggressive rear wing. The exterior finishes are stunning. Chevrolet brought back iconic paint codes like Marina Blue, Hugger Orange, and Torch Red, alongside new metallics with a deep high-gloss sheen. There's also a blackout trim option for those who want a stealthier, track-ready appearance. Step inside, and you're welcomed into a space that's all business with just the right amount of flair. The cabin mixes retro design themes with cutting-edge tech. Deep bolstered sport seats wrapped in premium leather and Alcantara provide comfort and grip, while the flat-bottom steering wheel features integrated drive mode controls. Brushed aluminum accents and carbon fiber trims give the cabin a modern muscle tone, while subtle Chevelle and Corvette badges are placed throughout. Behind the wheel, you're looking at a fully digital 12.5-inch driver display that can mimic classic analog gauges or shift into track mode with performance telemetry. A 13-inch infotainment touchscreen sits slightly canted toward the driver, running GM's latest interface with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and built-in performance apps that let you monitor G-forces, lap times, and launch control settings. Now, let's get to the heart of the machine: performance. The 2026 Chevelle Corvette C4 comes standard with a 6.2-liter LT2 V8 engine, pushing 505 horsepower to the rear wheels. But if that's not enough, there's an optional supercharged LT4 version, cranking out 670 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. This power plant propels the car from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds and delivers a quarter-mile time in the low 11s, maybe even high 10s on sticky tires. Paired with either a 10-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual, this car is meant to be driven hard. Magnetic ride control, performance traction management, and Brembo brakes ensure it can handle corners as well as straightaways. It's not just fast. It's planted, balanced, and surprisingly nimble for a muscle coupe of this size. Pricing starts around $64,000 for the naturally aspirated V8 model and jumps to about $85,000 for the supercharged variant with all the performance options. Considering the blend of Corvette DNA, Chevelle muscle, and modern engineering, it's a serious performance bargain. The 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle Corvette C4 isn't just a retro reboot. It's a performance statement. It brings the best of two icons into one thrilling package. The number 3 Chevy Malibu. The 2026 Chevelle Malibu blends retro inspiration with sharp, modern lines. Up front, you've got a low-slung hood with subtle sculpting and a bold, wide grille that draws influence from both classic Chevelle and modern Camaro design cues. Slim LED headlights stretch back over the fenders, while the front fascia features active grille shutters and air intakes that aren't just for show. They help with cooling and aerodynamics. From the side, the car strikes a sleek, athletic profile. The shoulder lines are strong, and the roofline tapers smoothly into a fastback-style rear end. Flush-mounted door handles and aerodynamic side mirrors contribute to a clean, sophisticated look. Depending on the trim, you can get everything from 18-inch alloy wheels on the base model to 20-inch blacked-out forged wheels on the performance variant. And if you're into throwback vibes, Chevrolet offers special heritage color options like SS Red, Glacier White, and Marina Blue with optional racing stripes. Around back, the rear is equally striking. The taillights wrap around the fenders and feature a sequential LED signature. Quad exhaust tips sit under a sporty rear diffuser, and there's an integrated lip spoiler on the trunk lid that gives it just the right amount of aggression without going over the top. It's a design that feels nostalgic but not stuck in the past. Stepping inside, the 2026 Chevelle Malibu has taken a serious leap in quality and tech. The interior is all about blending muscle car DNA with modern sophistication. You're immediately greeted by a driver-focused cockpit with a flat-bottom steering wheel, aluminum paddle shifters, and a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster. The infotainment screen is a large 13.2-inch unit, angled toward the driver, running GM's latest interface with over-the-air updates, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and built-in navigation. The materials are top-notch for this class. Soft touch surfaces, real metal accents, and available leather with contrast stitching. On higher trims, ambient lighting and suede inserts really elevate the cabin's atmosphere. The seats are well bolstered but remain comfortable for daily driving or longer trips. In the back, there's enough legroom for adults, and the trunk offers ample space for luggage or gear, making this muscle sedan surprisingly practical. Under the hood, Chevrolet is offering two powertrain options. The standard engine is a turbocharged 2.7-liter inline-4 pushing out 310 horsepower and 348 lb-ft of torque. Paired with an advanced 10-speed automatic, it's surprisingly quick and very efficient for its size. But the real star is the optional 6.2-liter V8, borrowed and tuned from the Corvette lineup. It delivers a thrilling 455 horsepower and 460 lb-ft of torque, rocketing the Chevelle Malibu from 0 to 60 in just under 4.5 seconds. You also get selectable drive modes: Comfort, Sport, Track, and Custom, which adjust throttle response, steering weight, and suspension settings. The magnetic ride control system on the top trim keeps the car composed on rough roads while tightening up nicely during spirited driving. It's not just fast in a straight line, it handles corners with balance and precision. As for pricing, the 2026 Chevelle Malibu starts around $36,000 for the Turbo 4 version, which is well equipped even at the base level. The V8-powered SS trim comes in closer to $52,000, with performance packages and upgraded tech, pushing it toward the $60K mark if fully loaded. Still, for what you get in terms of style, speed, and legacy, it's a compelling value in a market that's slowly bringing back some of that muscle car magic. The 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu is more than just a name revival. It's a modern reinterpretation done right. With its aggressive looks, powerful engine options, and a refined interior, it brings American muscle into the future while paying tribute to its roots. The number 4 Plymouth GTX, a name that once ruled the streets in the late 60s and early 70s, is back, and it's been completely re-engineered for the 21st century. This isn't just a badge revival. The new GTX is a full-blown powerhouse, engineered with precision, dripping with attitude, and ready to turn heads in every lane. Let's talk about that exterior. One glance at the 2026 GTX, and you know exactly what it's trying to be: a dominant, unapologetic muscle car. The long, chiseled hood stretches aggressively over a wide-set front grille, flanked by quad LED headlamps that have a deep-set, almost menacing look. The front fascia pulls design cues from the original 71 GTX, including the air grabber-inspired hood scoop. But everything's modernized with carbon accents, sharp body lines, and active aerodynamics that respond in real time. From the side, you get that unmistakable muscle stance, wide fenders, low roofline, and just enough retro charm to feel familiar. It rides on massive 21-inch forged alloy wheels, wrapped in performance rubber. And depending on your trim, you can opt for staggered setups or track-ready compounds. Around back, there's a subtle ducktail spoiler, a full-width LED light bar, and dual titanium exhausts that scream American horsepower. Color choices are bold, just as they should be. High-impact colors like Hemi Orange, Frostbite Blue, and a matte shadow black make the car pop on the road, with heritage stripes available for those who want that old-school muscle look with a modern twist. Inside, the GTX does something special. It blends raw power with surprising refinement. As soon as you open the door, you're met with a cockpit designed for the driver. Deep bolstered leather and suede sport seats hug you tight, with contrast stitching and GTX embossing across the headrests. The dashboard is low, wide, and driver-focused, with a digital 12-inch instrument cluster and a floating 13-inch infotainment screen powered by the latest Uconnect OS. The system is smooth, responsive, and customizable. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and a performance telemetry suite are all standard. If you spring for the premium package, you get a 19-speaker Harman Kardon sound system that turns the cabin into a mobile concert hall. Although the engine note might be all the music you need, Interior materials are top tier for a muscle car. Brushed aluminum, real carbon fiber, Alcantara inlays, it's all here. You even get ambient lighting, ventilated seats, and a panoramic glass roof in higher trims. And surprisingly, it's practical too. The rear seats fold down, the trunk is spacious, and the layout is functional without feeling stripped down. Now let's talk power. The 2026 GTX offers two main powertrains. The standard model comes with a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 pushing 650 horsepower and 610 pound-feet of torque. Its rear-wheel drive hits 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds and delivers that raw, old-school power you expect from the GTX badge. The Track Edition steps it up to 720 horsepower, thanks to an upgraded supercharger, better cooling, and revised software. Both variants come with an 8-speed automatic, but a 6-speed manual is optional for purists who still believe in 3 pedals. Handling is razor sharp for a car this size. Magnetic ride control, launch control, electronic limited slip diff. It all works together to make this beast feel composed on twisty roads and explosive on straightaways. And yes, there's a drift mode, because why not? Pricing starts around $68,000 for the base supercharged V8 model and climbs to about $84,000 fully loaded, with the track pack and premium interior upgrades. It's not cheap, but when you factor in the performance, tech, and heritage, it feels like a bargain in today's performance market. The 2026 Plymouth GTX is more than a return. It's a resurrection done right. Loud, aggressive, and packed with modern edge, it proves the golden age of muscle isn't behind us, it's right now. The number